I'm ChezPride. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I want to review what The Sims 4 is calling a destination pack called The Sims 4 Riviera Retreat. So from what I can understand, destination kits are meant to be kits specifically target toward a certain type of community lot. So like bars, or in this case pools, or cafes, or restaurants, or lounges. You know, they're very targeted towards that, like that. So it's not really a home. They're not really meant to be for like building houses. They're, like I said, they're more for community lots. And this one is specifically targeted towards pools. Which, honestly, it looks really nice. Looking at the screenshot, like, I do like this. But this is not, like, typically what I would think pool-esque. Like, this is not what I imagine when I think of pool. This is very luxurious. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'll go into it and love all the objects. We will see. But right quick, I wanted to go ahead and read this little description. So, the description says, "Alone at last. It's time to relax in a wicker lounge chair while watching as sunlight shines through the vine-covered pergola and sparkles in your private waterfall. Create the perfect secret spot for your Sims to spend some quality alone time or with someone special. Natural charm. Set your comfortable linens furniture up among the rustic decor and earthy features like stone paviers. This space is timeless, blending the fresh and clean with the natural to create a space where troubles melt away." So if we look in these screenshots, you can see a lot of the new objects. These are the same screenshots we looked at when we looked at the announcement for the kit. There was also a leak that showed all the objects. So I've already seen like what all the objects are, but I haven't gone through all the swatches and seen all that. So that's what I want to do today. So let's go ahead and jump into game. Alright, we are in build mode. I have placed down a pool. I have placed down some walls. I have filtered everything by Riviera Retreat. Let's jump in and see what this kit has to offer. So the first thing I like to do when doing build mode reviews is to look at the pre-made rooms. So this one's a little outdoor area. It doesn't even have a pool. Okay, so it's just like a casual chill area. So there's a couple of just neutral swatches. I actually like the first one the best because this thing has like greenery on it, and I like that. So I was like, how big is this? Ooh, wow. This is going to take up most of the lot. It's like almost as big as the pool is. Oh gosh, okay. It's still a really cute room. These, I'm curious to see what, like, are they under rugs or how that works. I think this object is really cute, the little towel thing. I love this. This arbor is actually gorgeous. Actually love it. It looks like there's some rocks that aren't fountain. Are these fountains? No, it's just a rock. Okay, so there's rocks and fountains. I like the little fire pit too, and the fountain. The fountain's cute. These archways are a little small, but honestly, we need smaller archways, so I'm not gonna complain. Are there? I think those are new curtains. Okay. So this kit is coming with a little bit more than I actually expected, so I'm loving it so far. Let's see what we have when it comes to the pool, though, because that is what I am most excited about. So I have placed down this huge pool. So it looks like we have 2 new pool trims, and that is it under the pool category. There's pool accessories and new water types, I believe, but let's look at the pool trims first. So we have the Grotto Gravel Pool Trim. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. It's simple, but it's still pretty fancy. I like it. I like it. Let's see what colors. Oh, it comes in a lot of colors too. A lot of times the pool trims don't come in this many colors. So I'm just going to place them now one at a time and go through them so you guys can kind of see them. I am kind of trying to go through them quickly. They even have a black and gray swatch. Love it. Love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so far I like this kit. It's not exactly what I expected so far, but I still like it. Ooh, black and green. I like that. I like that. Okay. And then the next one's more of like a tile. So it's called the Riviera tile pool trim. Yeah, I don't like this one as much. I'm not a big fan of tile trim in general anyway, though, so I may be a little biased. Like, the red's kind of cute. I would use that if I had to. There's yellow. But I do like the gravel one a lot. I think I will definitely be using the gravel one. Like, for sure. Ooh, okay, the black and gray is not that bad. If you want to do, like, a party venue or something like that, I don't know. But I like the gravel, so I'm going to put the gravel back down. I think that's pretty. Okay, but pool accessories. Really, there's no new water textures. I thought they said that this pack was coming with new water textures. Did the base game? No, the base game didn't get new water textures. Huh. Interesting. Alright, but we did get 4 new fountain decorations and a pool ladder. Okay, that's less than I was thinking we were gonna get, but it is a kit. I have to keep in mind this is a $5 kit. You're not gonna get a ton with it. But there is so far new wall trim and 4 new fountain objects and a new pool ladder. So just look at this fountain. So this goes on the wall. I'm assuming, yeah, you could put it underneath it. I wonder how that would look if you put it like right there, right under the water. Okay, I'm curious. Is this going to unfilter everything? But it's fine. I must know. Is it not even a fountain? It's a light. Turn on this room. Okay. Never mind. I don't know why I thought that was a fountain. Apparently it's just a light. Okay. Well, that's a little embarrassing. Let's go back here. There we go. Fountain tools, filter, packs, kits, Riviera. Okay. Yeah, it does say right here it's a pool light. Okay. Wow, I'm stupid. I didn't even read it. I just looked at it. Okay, well, here's a new pool light. That's what it looks like underwater. I'll show you at night so you can see how well it lights it up. Let's see. Why aren't you turning on? Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Honestly, okay, so it's one that you would want to put at the bottom because the light kind of goes expanding upwards. It's not really a light to put on the top of the pool, which is normally where I put my lights when I put pool lights. But you could also use it as a wall decor and like spotlight like a painting or something. I'm actually curious how that would look. Do we have any paintings in here? Of course not. Wow, there is not a lot of objects in this kit. It's a kit. We normally don't get that many objects, but there's normally at least 2 lines of content here. Okay, sorry. That kind of just, threw me off guard. But anyways, I wanted to look at decorations and look at wall paintings. We'll take the filter off, and let's just throw a random one up there. Let's see, this one. Yeah, it totally highlights it, and it doesn't give a weird shadow or anything, so that could totally work. That could totally work for something else besides a pool. So there's that. So let's keep going. So let's turn it back to daytime now and look at this fountain. So this is a fancier fountain. Oh my goodness. I'm going to want to go right back into live mode and look at how well these fountains flow. Because this one is a waterfall. It goes straight into the pool. I kind of like that. Hold on. I like that. Let's move all these down. And then there's this one. Ooh, this one's big. Okay, okay. Okay, so I am very curious to see what the water flow on these look like. Just like in game, just out of curiosity. So let's see. I was kind of hoping there would be water coming out right here because there's a little loop, but I guess not. But I like this. This is cute. The water flow is really nice. I like the splashing at the bottom. That's a really nice detail. This is the first time we're getting like waterfall fountains. Like we have like little spigot fountains that are like in the shape of things, and we have the big tiered fountains. But we don't really have, like, rock waterfall fountains, which is a really nice touch to the game. Like, I grew up with my multiple members of my family having things like this in little ponds out in their yard. So it doesn't have to just be used for pools. It could totally be used for ponds and stuff like that. So I think that's really cool. But that is what the waterfall is like. I think the texture team did really good on that. I don't know if they're called the texture team, but I like calling them the texture team. I like that. That's what they're called in my head now. Alright, but let's go back here. Filter again because that is just fun. So let's look at all the swatches on these. So okay, they literally all come in the same colors. Yeah, these are the exact same colors. And these are to kind of match it. So I'm going to go through all the colors on this one. I'll go through all the colors on the big one. But I'm not going to go through all the colors on the little one because the big one's like just the exact same. So here are all the colors on this fountain. All the colors in this pack are meant to go together. But really, like, this could totally go with the Castle Estate kit. Like, the textures and colors are almost perfect for each other. So I kind of like that. I'm sure there's other kits and packs that matches too. So I appreciate that because a lot of times kits, I mean, I hate to say it, but they just don't go with anything else because they're so focused on a theme. Like, they just don't go with anything else in the game. And this does. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And then the rocks have the same colors, so here are all the colors on the rocks and what they look like with the water. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, darling. Okay. But let's look at the pool ladder now. So, okay, it's still glitchy as ever to place. But this is what it looks like. It looks like it's a wooden and metal one, which is nice. Like, that's not something we have at all. So let's look at all the wood swatches. Actually, this is really nice. Like, the texture on it is actually pretty decent. And I can see if you're trying to build a luxurious pool where that would come in common. And they have a plain white and a plain black swatch as well. So if you didn't want the wood texture, you could do this. I mean, it's still wood, but it's not like a neutral wood color. It's black and gray. Okay. Yeah, I like this ladder. It's not the best one we have. Honestly, I like the base game one a little bit better, but it's a nice looking ladder. So that is all the pool objects, which this is like kind of labeled as a pool type pool decoration kit. So the fact that's all that came with it is a little sad for the pool. But again, so far, this kit does not have a lot. It just doesn't. But let's look at the wall patterns and floor patterns. So it looks like we have some new tile and we have some new rock. So I'm just going to over here and start the wall patterns. So this is the new tile. I'm assuming, yeah, it matches the pool trim we looked at earlier. And I'm assuming the idea behind this is to put this in the pool, because that would make the most sense. Now, I will say the fact we are getting more than one wall swatch, like there's a tile and a stone, and they have so many swatches, is nice. We often don't get that many wallpapers and stuff in kits. So especially more than one per kit. So that's kind of a nice touch. Still, it's just not a lot of objects in this kit. So I find that unfortunate. But I'm going to take this blue one and place it in the pool and see how it looks with the water. So let's put it up there. And ooh, okay. I mean, you can't really see the texture very well through the water. What if we change the... I bet it's not going to let us... Yeah, I'm going to take off the tree. Okay, let's change it to, like, the crystal clear. That one you can kind of see the texture a little bit better. That one you can't see the texture at all. Okay, so it really depends on the water texture, but the neutral water texture, you can kind of see the pattern, but not that much. But it does make the walls look darker, which I like. I don't like the default wall swatches in the pools, so I appreciate that. Alright, but let's refilter everything and look at this stone wall texture. We'll go on this wall for this. So we have... Okay, I don't want to do the whole wall. Okay, so we have... It looks like this stone texture also matches all the rocks and fountains. So I appreciate that a lot as well. So here are all the wall textures. I wish this wall texture had a little bit more pattern to it. Like this one and these two have more pattern to it, but like these are very faded. I like the ones that have a little bit more pattern to them. So there's that. Now let's look at the wall or the floor texture. So I'm assuming, yeah, it's just tile to go with this. That's all it is. So I will place down the tile, and so far I'm doing good about matching these up. Okay, so we will put the tile with the matching wall. But honestly, it kind of bothers me they're completely two different patterns. Like, yes, the colors are right, and the colors go together, but when you look at the patterns, these are just plain squares in alternate colors. These are squares with diamonds in the middle. So I don't understand how these are supposed to be a matching set. Like, I get the colors match, but really? Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. This pack is making me more and more angry. But we did get a archway for small wall height, or short wall height. I don't know why I call it small wall height. I'm assuming all these colors, yeah, all the stone colors are the same as the rest of the pack. And honestly, this archway would go really good with the castle estate pack. I know I keep saying that, but it really would. Like, it really would. Especially with the little cracked details in it. I think that's really cute. It is a little short. I wish it was a bit taller. But if you're wanting a short archway that is a 2-tile archway, I think this is a pretty good option. Now, I thought there was rocks that came with the pack. Isn't there? Okay, maybe it's in... Let's see. Let's show all. Oh yeah, the rocks that go with the fountains are not with the rocks in build mode, in the nature category. They are separate objects in buy mode. I find that a bit weird. Is that just me? Or is that weird? Like, why wouldn't you put the rocks with the rest of the rocks? Like, am I wrong? I don't know. Also, I'm going to move this over here so I can place the rocks by the rocks. So, again, not a lot of objects. And also, these two objects were already in build mode. So, really in buy mode, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 objects. Typically, in a kit, a build mode kit, we get around 25-ish objects. Just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, but let's look at these. Okay, so I want to look at the rocks first. So it comes in that rock and that rock. So there is like a medium and small rock. There's not a huge rock. The huge rock is the fountain, so I'm assuming this is supposed to be like the main piece. This is an accent, and then these are fillers. And yeah, they have all the same colors as this rock, so I'll just show them off on the big rock here. Like I said, all the same colors. I'm just going to make them all match. So that is all the rocks. So let's start looking at the other stuff that actually comes with it besides rocks, because I've spent a lot of time on rocks. Alright, but I want to look at the stuff that goes with the pool first, which is basically one thing, and that is a floaty. So I like the shape of the floaty. I don't know if I'll like the color, so I don't really like this color. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't like any of the colors on this. Like, I like the shape, I like the pillow, I like the texture of the back part, the crossing part, but I don't like the stripes, and I don't like any of the colors. So, I'm gonna go with no on this, but good attempt. Alright, but now let's look at all of the other stuff. So I'll just start going in order now. I'll stop going out of order. So we have a chair and a lounge chair when it comes to seating. So let's look at all the swatches on these. Okay, so these actually go with the tiles. Which is... I don't know how I feel about that. Furniture matching tiles, I don't know if I like that. Like, I get where they're going with it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad. I've said that so many times this review. That I don't like it. I think this is one of the first kits I generally don't like most of the stuff in. Oh my goodness. I feel bad for saying that. Because I spent money on it. But, you can't like every kit. Especially when they're so specific. You just really can't. Okay. But when it comes to tables and surfaces to sit stuff on, these are what we have. Again, they match these, so they match this. I'm assuming they mostly have the same, yeah, they're literally the same swatches, but I'm going to show you on all of them because these are quite different objects. So this is the little side table we have here. This is a side table, right? Yeah, it's just a side table. It's not like a dining room table or anything. And then we have this. What do they call this? Pool towel station. I'm assuming, yeah, you can totally slot stuff on top of that. So that's cool. I like the fact that they made it where you could place an object on top of it, so it's technically a table. It's not just a useless decoration. And then we have the umbrella. What? This is so bright. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to turn to morning just long enough to see this table because the light is so bright, like, illuminates it. But here is all the colors on it. The table actually is, honestly, out of all of 5 of these objects, my favorite. I actually kind of like the table. I do like the table. I guess that means that I'll have to like the chairs that go with it, because nothing else will go with it besides like plain colored chairs. Alright, but let's turn back to day so we can look at this object. So it looks like we have a new drink tray, which I always love a drink tray. And it looks like this one's going to be like a lemon based one. I feel like this is making up for the other kit, like the party kit. Because they had a lemonade drink stand that you could put on the middle of the table and whatever. But it doesn't actually work as a drink tray. It's just, it looks like it would, but it doesn't. So, and it specifically was lemonade. So I feel like this kind of makes up for that. But here are all the swatches on it regardless. This is kind of fancy. I like it. I like this one. I like that one a lot. Okay. So I do like some of the stuff in this pack. It's not horrible. It's not completely terrible. But we do have these curtains. Now, they showed in the room preview how they go over the archway, but you could totally just use them for a regular window as well. So, I actually like the way this looks. It's fancy, but I like it. So, here are all the color swatches on it. It actually has some decent colors on it, too. I like the yellow. It looks very gold. Very rich and royal. Okay, now we're moving on to the two objects I was really excited about. Okay, first of all, what is this stepping stones? Is it under a rug? On decoration, rugs. Yes, it totally counts as a rug. Okay, I appreciate that. And I will tell you why. Because this makes it where it's not gonna, like, screw the Sims. It's gonna function as a rug, so they can just walk over it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and it actually sizes really well. It sizes better than most rugs. I like how it looks sized up. Oh my goodness. So that's really cool. I feel like I'm going out of the way now. Oh yeah, so is there any objects I haven't placed down that are unmarked? No. Okay. So, I'm assuming, yeah. Oh! Okay, so depending on okay, so it has all the same swatches as everything else, but it has two patterns per swatch. So there's this one that has 8 stones on it, and then this one has 1 big stone and 5 smaller stones on it. So this one's more even, like the sizing of the sizing of the stones are a bit more even, but this one's like it has a big one and then 5 little ones around it. That's interesting that they would give us 2 different textures, which I appreciate because that's going to make diagonal stones pass a lot easier. But I still just find that really interesting they thought to do that. Okay, and the other object I was super excited about is this object, which is the arbor. I couldn't think of the word, but I love this arbor. Like, you could totally put a wedding arch under this too and get married under it. But it's gorgeous. I love the vines on it. I don't think that's in every pattern. Oh, it is in every pattern. No, it's not. Okay. So the first 4 colors are the ones with the greenage, which I just think makes the arbor, honestly. And then the last 4 have like these sheer drape moment situation. I personally like the first swatch the best. I think this is gorgeous. Alright, and just 2 more objects. So we have a new fire pit, which I pointed out in the room preview, which I love. I think this is a gorgeous fire pit. Like, honestly, I think this is fantastic. One of my favorite items in the pack. And then last, we have a new candle wall light, which honestly, we need it more, so I appreciate that. Let's look and see how it lights it up. Oh, wow. Actually, for a candle light, is pretty decent. Most of the candle lights are way worse than this, and they have, like, that yellow tone, but this has, like, the white tone, so I appreciate that. Alright, but it comes in all the same metal and wood, metal colors that everything else comes in. And that is everything. Literally everything. So, like I said, there's not a lot in this kit. And honestly, a lot of it was more disappointing than I want. There's like specific objects I like the arbor, I like the table, the fountain rocks are pretty cool, and I like the stepping stone in the fire pit. And the drink cherry was okay. But overall, like, not my favorite kit. I was really had high hopes for this one too, because I've been really wanting a pool kit or stuff pack, and they gave us that, but I don't know, it just wasn't as good as I was hoping, but it wasn't horrible. But I don't know if I was maybe if this is a kit you should get if it goes on sale. That's my opinion. I probably wouldn't spend money on it if I hadn't already. Maybe for the arbor. I do like the arbor enough that I probably would have got that. But and the waterfall stones. But everything else, like, I could live without it. So that is my opinion on this kit. That is the first really negative feelings I've had towards the kit. Like, even the ones I don't like that much, I'm just like, yeah, I can see why they like this. Which I can kind of see why they like some of these things, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the whole $5. And I think that's the first time I'm saying that about a kit, so that's a little unfortunate. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, to all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right,